already because we did have some hot trending stocks this morning. So I definitely want to cover those while we're in our live this morning. Uh, so PLTR. Palantir. We've all had a lot of conversation about this one. It keeps going back and forth, back and forth. I'm curious to see what it's going to do next. Ooh, I'm going to go ahead and mark that one too, right there.
Volunteer, they talking about $8, $9.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, you know. I'm kind of curious to see where it's going to go myself. Now, for those who don't know, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows who Palantir is, we've all been seeing it come across our scanners and screeners, and we've heard it in the discords. Uh, this stock is a technology stock. It engages in the business of building and deploying software platforms that serve as a central operating system for its customer. It operates under the commercial and government segments. The commercial segments,
Good
commercial segments focuses
morning.
on customers working in non-government industries. Good morning, Miss Erica. How are you? We just went over some of the pre-market breakouts this morning, the top gainers. I will give you a quick rundown of which ones we covered. It was AIRE. It was up 27% this morning. CMND, it's up 40% this morning. SMHI, it's up, well, it was up 5%. Now it's up 3%. FGEN, it's up 18%. Dave is up 29%. And we also covered NUWE, which was our big gainer for the day. Let's see here. I can't remember its exact number. So NUWE, where were you at? 60%. It's up 60% this morning. Now, with NWE, what I didn't get to finish up, it's only at 27 cents. And it's at that all-time low, so that's nice. It is showing here, you know, there was a lot of talk about this stock as it is, but, you know, we have to stay biased because you can't believe everything you read at all. But with it popping up that 60%, it was nice seeing that this morning. A lot of people got to make some good money. Unfortunately, though, I'm sure there was a lot of people who also lost money with this trade. All right. But
Which one was you
anyways,
talking about? I'm on the phone. You're okay.
now we're talking about, I was just given the last little piece on NUWE. It's up
Okay.
62% this morning. It popped real hard in the pre-market. So we just got done making a video on the pre-market gainers, and now I'm going to start going over the trending stocks that we've been seeing trend this morning. Let's go over here to Yahoo Finance. Uh, so Palantir, that was one. RIVN, Rivian Automotive. They had some good information come out, and not only that, this is also another company I'm pretty sure that is doing part of buying back shares program, because they're so confident in their new vehicles. And also, guys, just so you know, the Nasdaq has been up this morning. Russell 2000 was up. Let's see here. Yeah, they were doing pretty good, especially in the pre-market. They were hitting a lot harder in the pre-market. All right. Oh, look, recently viewed. Boom, boom, boom. And as you can see, those numbers are still holding or going up. SMHI has been coming down a little bit. These two have been holding their ground pretty well, though. Huh. So on Rivian Automotive, that 52 week range is 826 to 2806, and as we see it sitting at 1040, I think it's well on its way up. As you can see, this volume keeps growing in there at 23.6 million. And if you look at our chart, you can also see where we're at the very low of the low. So we're at the very bottom. The volume is coming up. The average volume is 46.6, so that does hold us back a little bit. There is not a PE ratio, so we're uncertain there. The day range was only to 11.22, and it looks like it's very well possible it's going to get there. Let's see what else we got. Hmm. Yeah, so it looks like 11 minutes ago, Apple Rivian reported in talks for partnership. Uh-oh. Well, that's definitely going to change the stock around. That's probably why it's going up as we speak. Apple and the EV maker Rivian are in talks for some form of partnership. PEGY Times reported the Dow Giants scraped its Apple Car afforded in February. Intriguing. 2021, the merge is debt, stock rocket. Oh, got you. Let's say Tuesday, November 16th, 2021. Huh. All right. Outstripping Levin legacy automakers like General Motors, GM, and Ford. Pass forward to the president. Oh, yeah. Fast forward to the present. The Rivian is trading at around $10 a share, valued at roughly $10 billion. So, what led to this steep decline, and does it have moment for investors? So we can check that one out. It's definitely one to be keeping our eyes on. It was definitely a quick mover this morning. Seeing a big gain like that, that does mean they have big plans for this. But now we also know what that uh, previous little pump was. It was all due to that news where it's just in a conversation. They're just talking. Literally just having the conversation of talking and joining forces with Apple. Of all companies to join forces with, though, you couldn't pick a better one. Apple is definitely a structured company and it's well performed. All right, let's see here. And the next one we had was Disney. Pretty sure Disney was having a rough ride there too, but now it is a trending stock. Walt Disney Company. And as everybody knows, Walt Disney, that's where we all go and have fun, take the kids, memories forever. Parents are miserable, and sometimes they can get PTSD from going on those kind of trips with their kids.
They had
Oh,
earnings, didn't they?
they did. I'm not sure what those earnings were, but I did have it pulled up here. Let me see if I can pull it back again. I was just waiting until I got back around to it. Um, this.
Hey John, are you doing a video or?
Yeah, I mean, we're making a video. I'm live. We're just going over. We're just hanging out, doing the
Okay.
classroom thing. Do you have any in particular stocks, Miss Erica, that you need to go over real quick?
Um, I would like you to look
Okay.
at FFIE. I got in at like 389, a couple of shares.
FFIE.
Yes.
Oh, how you doing, Erica?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just hanging in there.
That's
You know,
right.
I'm on and off. You know, when I'm really
Mm-hmm.
busy, I just turn the mic off and I'll be listening. And yeah, okay, y'all go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
No,
that's how
you're
you do
fine.
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not looking good for this stock. It's
Okay.
really not currently. However, I will say this: the volume. It's saying here that the volume's at 80 million. Average volume's 44 million. No dividends. No beta. I don't know how deep you're into this one. You may have to average down, but I wouldn't even do that until I saw this line come up and break that red line.
You said average down?
Where are you at right now? What's your percentage at?
Let me see. At 30%.
So you're down 30%.
No, I'm up 30%.
Oh, you're up 30%. Well, you're doing great.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, just sit tight. Let's see here
I was trying to retest 5 cents again,
and see if it.
but it's not
4 hours looking pretty good because it is showing where it came off this line,
right.
and it looks like it's had several spikes. It just ain't had nothing take off yet.
Mm-hmm.
But now that it's pulled down below that red line, I would just wait and see what it would do. I mean, of course, you could put your stop loss. You could set a stop loss for this previous low.
Mm-hmm.
So
What time frame is that on?
this
One?
is 4 hours.
Oh, 4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 4 hour time frame.
Okay, you said the previous low on the 4 hour.
Uh huh.
Okay. That'll give me some time to just watch it,
Oh yeah.
especially if I on a
This
4 hour
one
time
is
frame.
this one is rough though. It's wrecked. What is this?
Yeah.
Faraday Future Intelligent Electric, and is an emerging growth company which manufactures electric vehicles. The company was founded by GA in 2024, so they are established. That's good to know, but they're down right now. Have they already been in compliance this year for the dollar? See, even the 6 months year to date and the 1 year
I'm
is
back now.
still looks rough.
You said it looks rough.
Yeah, but if this volume takes off and has that momentum behind it, it can make up for it. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
do look at the map, how it's mapped out right here, you can see yourself that it's got a long way to go to explode. And even if
Let me look.
this is your midpoint,
Oh,
okay, yeah. But it is at that bottom. If it breaks off that bottom and busts up, then we're doing something. But if it doesn't, then we're losing something.
right.
That is a guaranteed.
Okay. So I'm gonna take that advice because I actually like that. Because I was putting my stop loss, but it wasn't on the 4 hour time frame. But
Yeah.
that give it some room, you know.
Well, it does hold volume, so that still holds merit because of that. And as you can see right here, it's still right in my line.
Right.
And then once it breaks this one, it's going to go and break this one, find that next support, and it'll work its way back up the same way it's worked its way down.
Right.
You know?
Okay. Thank
That's
you
usually how they
for your
go.
input.
No problem. All right. Let's see here. We'll go back to that list.
John, John,
Yeah.
can you check out ALLR real quick?
ALLR. Kilo, hush. Okay. So, pull this back up. ALLR. Uh oh. All right. See, I wrote this one before too, as you can see with my drawings right here, and it just would never break. Never break.
I see.
Yeah.
It be like that sometimes, huh?
It is. It's like that all the time for some reason. Like this one just won't give, you know? Options pull a lot of it down, but if the market just isn't in compliant whenever the stock is ready, I mean, when I tell you the sun, the moon, the stars all have to align, you know, it has to happen. So this stock, though, I mean, it was just, it never would take off for me either, Ash.
Okay.
That's why I got out of it whenever we were up here. Whenever it broke, it had that pop right there, and I got out. And I'm glad I did,
Hmm.
because as you can see, it just rode her on down. So,
So if you put a stop loss, the next resist, in case it comes back up, where would you go? About 74?
um, yeah, whatever your min is, I mean, I guess, I think it would be 74 or 76, something like that. I think you have to have at least 2 pennies up or 2 pennies down.
Mm.
But yeah, even this, I mean, you can see it's still in a downward motion. That's what's horrible about that. Now, right here, whenever it come out and then it went right back in, okay, that right there tells me somebody made an extra house payment or something, because look at this bump right here. It was a good one. But then right after that, they renewed that shit, because look at this fall off.
Mm.
That's what I'm thinking anyway.
About 74?
Yeah, probably about 74. If you get if you get it where it does bounce again, whatever it bounces to, I mean, I guess you could get out there.
Okay.
But that's what we need to keep an eye on. So we'll keep watching it, see what it does. It hasn't broke compliance yet, but I would set a boundary right there. I wouldn't do no more than 74 for
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah, I put it on 74.
Awesome. All right. So now we will.
I put the trigger at 75 and stop loss at 73, just to be on the safe side. That makes sense?
Do what?
No, I say I did the trigger. I did the stop trigger at 75 and the stop loss at 73.
Yeah, I'm looking. It just doesn't have anything behind it. And it's a therapeutic stock. We know how these therapeutic stocks go anyway, and they're always
Hmm.
they'll pop up real nice, and it looks like they're about to run. The next thing you know, they fall off.
Yep, that's what they do.
Yeah, and then you're there picking up the pieces, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so let's go to another trending stock. Disney. Everybody knows what Disney is. It's at 106. Now it's down 8% this morning. 6 minutes ago, Disney pair streaming losses. Take hits from India deal WSJ. Walt Disney stock drops after company reports quarterly loss with WSJ. Okay. Tell you right now. 2 hours ago
Have you
was
looked at
Zags. I like Zags.
ATGL? Any of you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, not me, Erica.
ATGL. I
S
just came across
T
it.
G G L.
Mm-hmm.
No, that can't be right.
Apple, Tiger, Gallon, Lucy.
There we go. What a price tag, eh?
Oh, I was
Nine
gonna say,
hundred,
damn, why stop moving? But it just got suspended.
$903.
You said
That's
$903.
yeah.
Hold
You
on, let me
said
see what you.
Apple
That must be a
Tiger.
wrong one.
This is expensive.
No, that's ATGL, but ATGL is $5 on mine.
Well, I like yours better than I like mine. You
AT
got
and that.
it's the American one. The other one was I don't know which one I had. Dang. Yeah, I can do $5. That's a lot better.
Right.
So it popped up to that 506.
Uh huh.
Let's see here what we're seeing.
No, you not sweaty. Are you fresh? You come here. Come here. It's beautiful. It's warm. But you out there. Let me let me mute my.
Yeah, this one did pop nicely though.
Mm-hmm.
Meow meow meow. And it came up in my oscillator line. That's awesome. So that means that it should keep coming up. Okay, okay, okay. Still looking good. All right, let's see here. Confirmation. All right. Yeah, so I mean the stock is at 506. The numbers aren't looking too shabby right there. Let's see if we can get this pulled up a little bit more. All right, it is showing a buy on the technicals. Let's see. Where's the financials? Oh, it's not giving us no financials. Why all the secrets? Why? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's got strong numbers on the buys and the neutral. Nice. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll definitely keep our eye out on this one. It's got somewhere to go. Probably if it gets to that $5-7 range, it's already at 435. Probably have a different conversation. I do think it needs to go just a little bit higher. All right, awesome. So again, another one we can keep our eye on, ATGL. And there was another one, DDOG. This was one that was falling off, but it's giving a forecast for a strong buy because they're predicting it's going to go back to that 115 for the men, 147 for the average, and 165 for the max. So you're actually getting this at that discounted price based on 34 analysts offering the 1-year press forecasting Datadog. So Datadog, it engages in the development of monitoring and analytics platform from developers, information technology operation teams, and business users. Its platform integrates, automates, structured, monitoring, application, performance, real time, free and customer entire technology stack. Okay, so like this could be individual or in a group. They're based out of New York. Looks like they haven't been established super long, but in 2022. So since they have been in business, they have stayed in the green, which is really hard to do for any business, but they've managed to do it. So that's impressive. We'll go over here real quick. I'm going to check this out. What is this again? It was DDOG. All right, it is down 10% this morning. That volume's at 9 million. The average volume is 3.8 million. So yeah, I mean, even though it's business, but it's got somewhere to be, and it's rolling on. That P&E ratio is 814. It's not going to give me the forecast, but the ratio usually is the forecast. Where's just my regular P&E? EPS, beta, forward dividend yield. I ain't even given one. Of course, they typically don't right now. Earning date is May 7th, so earnings are today as well on DDOG. So any of that information can actually change real quick. But with these kind of reports right here, I don't see it being an issue at all. When they're in the money every time. Now, something else we can look at. Let me take some of this stuff away while we're not blinded by this nonsense. I want to just go right here for a minute, and we're going to take all this stuff away, and we're going to go to the month. Alright? So now that we're in the month, we know where we started in our country, right? Or, your family anyway. So, the bottom of the barrel down here, skyrocketing up. Boom, boom, boom. Pulls back, jumps up again. Look for that next entry. Well, what did they say the average was? I think it's in between the min and average. Yeah, so 115, 114. I mean, current's 114, so it's below the minimum. 24 strong buys for this one. Yeah, definitely something I'll be keeping my eye on just in case it pulls back a little bit more, but I don't think it will, especially with earnings coming out this afternoon. And as you can tell, it's always been in the positive with its surprise earnings there. Awesome. That was definitely another trending stock this morning that's got a lot of attention. And as you can see, it went from that low of $60 all the way up to this 143. Had a little break at 89, and then took it the rest of the way. Still a great buy. All right, let's check out the next one that was in line, and that was JMIA. JMIA. This is another strong buy. The forecast, 661, now it's predicting 4. So, let's look up here and see. I do want to say, though, the performance of this one is pretty nice. You can see in the 1 week, 46%. The 1 month, 27%. 3 months is 117%. 6 months, 143%. So it just shows how profitable and how productive this company really is. This company is a technology AG, engages in a provision of logistics services. It operates a Pan-African e-commerce platform through the following graphite segments of West Africa, North Africa, East, and South. So this is actually a social media platform out of Africa that I would say connects to like TikTok and Facebook, just like we connect to TikTok and other platforms in other countries. They're having to do the same thing, and this is who they go through. This is kind of like Verb, VERB. As we know, the Verb platform is based, on TikTok and Facebook. It does it all for selling products and consumer goods. I think it was like a week ago, Verb just added another 100 brand name stores to sell more products. But so I definitely think Verb will be going up in the future, but it may take a little time just for them to establish their grounds in the social media world. Now, the next one that I had here that was in line was CELH. This was another one that was trending this morning. CELTH. Or what did I say? I'm sorry. CELH. CELH. Yep. So as you can see, this bad boy exploded. This is that one that you want to catch, you want to get in on, and ride it to the top. So as you can see here, we got a buy, in previous to this sell. I'm surprised that this didn't continue. I think there was a lot of fear here from last earnings, but as you can tell, it was no match. It continued to go. Now, I'm looking at this in the month, so just to give you a little perspective about CELH. This stock is been going up since 2000 and let's look at the buy. 2013 was the buy. So it's been going up for 20 years. That's hard to think about. But this stock has been moving up in an upward trend for over the last 20 years. So this is one of those stocks that you can actually trust and believe in. It's going to have its ups, it's going to have its downs, but if you mark it out and you keep up with it and you do your due diligence, there's no reason whatsoever that this couldn't be a stock in your portfolio that is going to continuously grow. Even if it's a fractional share and you do a little at a time, it's always going to be in the positive, which will always keep your account on the up and up. So we'll put it in this little box, and then we'll be able to see the break a lot better of which way it decides to go, and then we'll be able to make our next move. But this is one of those stocks that you do like to see because it has such a great background on the way up. But just like anything, it's just too much in this area. So we're just gonna have to wait, and it's gonna have to show us where our break is. That way you can move forward with it. Now, this in particular stock, CELH, engages in development, marketing, sale, and distribution of functional drinks and liquid supplements. It also offers post-workout functional energy drinks and protein bars. The company was founded in April 2004 and is headquarters in Boca Raton, Florida. So, what do we learn here? This stock, it is a functional drink and liquid. It sounds more like a health thing because it did talk about making the energy drinks with the protein bars. So I would say it's something to do with physical health in that aspect. But for these numbers to be this high, for the stock to actually be this high, I mean, that's impressive. And not only that, but to have this continuous growth spurt. So I'm going to pull this up in here and CELH. Alright. See if we get the latest news on it. So yeah, it did come out with some news. It looks like about 30 minutes ago. But this news was exactly what we were already talking about. The energy drink maker sales miss. Oh no. So they got negative readings. Look, it's already down almost 5%. That's a bummer. So that one's going to be shot. So I don't think that one's going to stay on the popular list as long as I was hoping it may. But luckily, I was hesitant about getting in that one. So, no harm, no foul. Sometimes it's good to hold back, especially if you're uncertain of a stock. Alright, so there are our trending stocks, and we will keep you updated.